Let's see this. Alright, I think I'm live. I know. Oh, we got one person. I don't know if that person's me or if it's somebody else. I'm just opening it up on YouTube to see what is going on. What is up, people? I appreciate you guys coming. What is up? Morsky Koopus 123. Hello, my friend. Hello, hello. I appreciate you joining me here today. Alright, Morsky, basically, my friend, I've got a project due in T-minus 6 hours, and I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know if you can see my code. Hopefully you can. But we gotta figure this out together, man. We gotta figure this out. Because time is ticking. Oh, Lord. Alright, guys, so here is the project, right? So it's like 2 pages of instructions. We finished about, I don't know, the first page, which was the easy part. Now I'm at the part where I have no idea what I'm doing. Oh, what is up? I don't know how to say it. Rithinath Senthil Ganesh. Hello, my friend. Welcome. I'm glad you could join us. But yeah, basically, so what we've got going on is this project. It's for my operating systems class. And I'm like, I don't really understand what I got. I'm slowly starting to understand what's going on, right? So the first step was to create like this input file of just like a bunch of project, and each line is also going to be like supposed to be randomly generated. First column is the delay for the process, second one's the PID, and then the third column until the end is just alternating between CPU bursts and IO bursts. I don't really know what those are, but apparently they're a thing with processes. I think it's just like how long it takes to do something, but I could be completely wrong. Anyways, that part is already done in the program, as you can see. Let me just run what we've done so far. So basically it asks you for the name of the input file that you want to create. Let's just call it test. It says file created test. How many processors would you like? I don't know, 5. And if I go in here and I refresh the folder, then we get test.txt and it matches the criteria for it, right? So like we get, here's the PIDs 1 through 24, here's the waiting times, and then these are the CPU and IO bursts. Now the problem is I'm stuck. Like I have no idea what I'm supposed to do after this point. And now that I think about it, I feel like maybe line 25 should be empty, technically, so I guess we can just quickly take care of that. So I'm writing a new line at the very end of the original for loop, which should be fine. Why is there an extra one though? So after the burst, we write the burst, we write the tab delimiter, and then we add the processes and we write a new line. Okay. I mean, I guess we can just throw an if statement and say if I does not equal number of lines, then we write a new line. Whoops. Guess we can save that. So that should fix that little issue. But yeah, like I was saying, so basically that was the beginning part. Like as you like basically from here to there is what we've done so far. We get the number of processors from the user, we create the file, it doesn't allow duplicates, all that stuff is done. Now the problem is when we get to this part. So it says your code should contain at least 3 types of threads. Thread 1 adds new processes to the ready queue as they arrive. It says thread 2, the scheduler moving processes to running state and back to ready, you need a thread per processor from this type. And then thread 3 is the I/O queue. When a process has an I/O burst, it will be set to the waiting state and placed on the I/O waiting queue. This thread will simulate the I/O waiting queue and notify the scheduler when a process has completed the I/O request to have it moved to the ready queue. Please note that to synchronize all threads, you need a shared counter to represent the time units since simulation starts, and this can be managed by one of the threads and shared with the others. Please note that any resource you need to be shared between threads requires synchronization. Each process will have its ready queue. How to move processors from the global ready queue to each processor's ready queue is up to you. The output, so it says you need to run the simulation with different scheduling algorithms, RR, SRTF, assume the context switch is always 0.1. I really hope someone knows what RR and SRTF stand for. I know I should, but I definitely don't. And it says your output for each simulation should contain, for each algorithm, the CPU utilization, average response time, and throughput. It is preferred to have a GUI for your program that can also show the different queues state at any chosen time. This is a group project. My group completely abandoned me. None of us did anything, and it is the last day. And so here we are. Here we are, my friends. Oh, sorry, I completely forgot to check my chat. Let's see. Your Python videos are helpful for me. I'm glad you enjoyed them. Rethanath. My age is 20. I'm a student in college, 3rd year. Dude, I just started programming school, first class programmer, so I can't help you. We learn about for a while. I mean, at least you're starting somewhere, dude. Like, you gotta start somewhere. Just keep up the education, my guy. Thanks for reading my name correctly in the first time. I'm really glad I did. Hopefully I didn't mess it up the second time. Most people don't. Yeah, it's pretty long, my friend. It is pretty long. But yeah, guys, I mean, I don't know. I just figured I'd hop on here and maybe someone out there would know what's going on, because I sure don't. Oh, what should we do? What do I do? Maybe risk ratio? That could be what it is. Let's Google this. Operating systems. Whoops. Operating systems. RR. Let's see what that stands for, guys. Oh yeah, round robin. That is not fun. Oh gosh. Yeah, that was part of the first midterms content. And I vaguely remember how it works, but I definitely don't understand. That's a problem. What's the other thing we gotta do? Let me minimize this. What if I can pop this out? Toggle timestamps. That's not what I want to do. I'll just minimize this. Alright, yeah, but back to what we were trying to do, the project. Does anyone have any idea how multi-threading works? Because I definitely don't. I know it does like different things at the same time or something. Where is it? Yeah, there it is. But yeah, I have no idea how to accomplish it. Oh. What should we do? I guess in between the live and what's on YouTube and real life and whatever. But yeah, I guess I'm just gonna try to get. I'm gonna try to get this going. So basically, I mean, dang, I'm stuck. When I get stuck, I don't know what to do. Let's see. So it says thread 1 adds new processes to the ready queue as they arrive. So we need a queue of all the processes that are ready. Okay, so I created a process class, which is right here. Just all I could think to add to it was like the process ID, the delay time, the number of, not processes, number of bursts actually. Should we refactor that? Yeah, number of bursts, answer, and probably change the methods that use it as well. Let's see. So copy, paste that there, paste it here, and set number of processes should be bursts. And right there, paste, paste that. Number of bursts, set number of bursts, set number of bursts. This number of bursts equals number of bursts. Okay, that's fixed. Very meaningless fix, but it makes my LCD feel a little bit better. And I'm thinking we can just create. I probably got to make it static. I don't know if static is good or not, but that's what I'm going to start off with at least. I'm thinking that we just create a queue of processes, right? So queue, queue of type process. And we'll set that. We'll name it like ready queue, or just ready processes. How do you spell? Equals new queue process, and throw those parentheses on there. Does that throw any errors? No. Queue's already. Whoop. Did I spell it wrong? Q-U-E-U-E. Q-U-E. I can't create a queue. Why not? What? Is this not how you make a queue? Do I gotta take out process? No, that's not good. Ah, jeez. Cannot instantiate of type queue. Well, why not? What? Oh god. Do you work with somebody and you need that code, or if you can, if you do, can you tell me how much they pay you? Wait, what do you mean? Do I work for someone? Oh, no. This is for college. Yeah, I'm taking an operating systems class, and this is for that class. It's one of the projects we got to do. We've had pretty much a month and a half to do it, and I just kept putting just under 6 hours. We're gonna get anything done, but we're gonna try. We're just gonna hope for the best. And what is up? Gagandeep, Gagandeep. I'm sorry if that's not how you say it. That's what it looked like. That's what it looks like. It sounds like. But yeah, back to the code. What do we do? So we have a queue that isn't opening. Let's Google that and see what the problem is. Queue in Java. I guess we could have just opened up the documentation. The same difference. Queue interface. Queue is used to insert elements in the end. Yeah, so queue is like the opposite of a stack. Stack is first in, last out. Queue is first in, first out. It's FIFO. Let's see how we can initialize this. Oh, it's an interface? Oh god, wait, what? I thought it was just like that was a data type. What? Oh, jeez. Yeah. Am I confused? What is going on? Interface queue. Okay, yeah, you can use your own types of objects for this. We've got add. What is offer? Inserts a specified element into this queue if it is possible to do so immediately without violating capacity restrictions. Why would there even be capacity restrictions? Isn't it just relatively unlimited? Do I have to specify a size? I don't think so. We can peek, so just check the top but not take it out. We can pull, which retrieves and removes the head of the queue, so it takes in the last thing that was, or the first thing that was in there, and removes it, retrieves and removes the head of the queue. Retrieves and removes the head of the queue. Oh, so we pull just returns null if it's empty. Remove, I guess, throws an error or something. Peek shows us the head, but it doesn't take it out. It also returns null, kind of like pull. Offer, Oh, so okay, you're literally gonna offer it to the queue, and if it wants to accept it, it will. If it doesn't, well, then it just returns false, I guess. Element retrieves but does not remove the head of the queue. Isn't element the same as pull, or am I or peek? Oh, element just doesn't return null, and then add inserts a specified element into the queue, and if it is possible to do so immediately without violating capacity restrictions, returning true upon success, and throwing an illegal state exception if no space is currently available. Fantastic. Now what we got to do is just figure out why I'm getting an error when I try to initialize my queue. Let's just look up queue initialization Java. Spelling is close enough. And let's see what's going on. How do I instantiate a queue object in Java? That's exactly what we need to find out. Isn't this exactly? Yeah, so this dude has the same error as me. A queue is an interface, which means you cannot construct a queue directly. The best option is to construct off a class that already implements the queue interface, like one of the following. Okay. Linked list, just a type of queue? If a linked list is a queue, then just gotta import it. I think it's like command dot or something. Isn't that it? Alright, we just gotta import linked list. Fantastic. We have a linked list of processes, and if we go back to the project, it says that we need to add the new process to the ready queue as they arrive. So now that we've created the input file and gotten the number of processors from the user, I think we gotta now cycle through the file. Well, let me think. Because whenever I create the file, I'm also creating an array list of processes. And I'm thinking that instead of reading the file that I create, I can just loop through the array list of processes. I feel like that might work. Let's create a function. We'll call this public. What are we even gonna do? Adds new arrive. Okay, so the way processors work, from my vague understanding, is they essentially. Let's look at test.test and think together. So these are the PIDs, as I can call them. It should have PID is the unique process ID. And delay tells us the arrival time relative to the first process. In the example, process 1 arrives at 0 delay, process 2 time units later, and process 3 arrives after process 2, so 2 and 3 arrive at the same time. So in our example, at 9 time units, process 1 arrives, then 9 units later, process 2 arrives, and 6 units after that, process 3 arrives, and that's kind of how our thing works. Cool. But so okay. So we need another global. I feel like all these global variables is not healthy. Like I feel like I'm really doing a lot of coding or something, but I'm just gonna create another global variable. I'm gonna make it static because you get errors if you don't. And this one's gonna be global count. Yeah, we'll set it equal to 0 because I guess it should start at 0, right? And in this one, we're gonna